Hello there, adventurers, travelers, and friends, and welcome back to a Bragworthy Adventures video. I've got my Hawaiian shirt on again because, you know it, I'm going back to Hawaii. Thank you, Rose, for that wonderful introduction. To be a little more specific, I was going to Oahu, Hawaii, and I was going to visit my sister. But before you can get to Island Paradise, there are some things that you're required to do in order to be granted entry. This video should prepare you so you know everything you need to do, but I'll have some links below straight to Hawaii's website. You are going to want to use this site specifically that you can see, travel.hawaii.gov. This is where you keep track of the trip you have coming up and where you provide the information necessary for you to enter. For instance, a COVID test. So when they say travel documents, what they really mean is please upload your COVID test here. They have some specifics on who you can get your COVID test from and what kind of COVID test you can have. They're also pretty specific on when you can get your COVID test. So you want to be within 72 hours of your flight. Unfortunately, many of the typical COVID tests don't give you results within 3 days, so I did a rapid NAAT test, which was still within Hawaii's guidelines, but in order to get one of these, I was here on midnight trying to get that time for Monday, 72 hours before my flight. So we are 3 days out from our trip to Hawaii, which means it is COVID test time. So I'm here at Walgreens. There's already like a little line ahead of me, and I had to drive 30 minutes from where I live to this Walgreens because this one allows a rapid test that's still NAAT, which is required by Hawaii, and it still has one of the providers, which is Walgreens. So I wanted to make sure I got my test results back before I left, and so that's why I'm getting them here instead of like nearby at home. But I'm waiting now because apparently everybody wants a test right now, so it is just super fun. But I guess it's all worth it when you get to go to paradise. Agreed. And I passed my test with flying colors. I got that negative test. You want that actual PDF, the lab PDF, and you want to go upload that to your travel site for Hawaii. Enter your information in and provide that. If you do that before you get there, it's going to be way easier to get in. You can go to Hawaii or Oahu, Hawaii without the test, but then you've got to quarantine, and nobody wants to do that. The next thing you're going to want to do before your flight, 24 hours before your flight, is the health questionnaire. You got to fill in some specific details on if you got the flu shot, how you're feeling, all of those sorts of things, and you have to provide your signature and submit. Having the COVID test uploaded and having this questionnaire fulfilled really made it easy for me to get in. I didn't have trouble on the other end of the airline. So I would highly suggest you do that. It's all on one simple site. Once you've done these things, you get a QR code in your email. And that QR code is what they scan to see your account and see that you've accomplished these tasks and are ready to go into Oahu. Upon arrival, we were met by a thermal camera, probably making sure none of us had fevers as we walked through the door, and then we were kind of herded like cattle. You can see there are barriers all along. There's no way to get away, to hide. You are all funneled down to these tables where they scan that QR code you've been provided, confirm your identity, and sign you off so that you're free to go. And then you're done. We are cleared and we finally get to go into Oahu. I hope on your trip to Hawaii you have an amazing time. But as always, thanks so much for watching. Bye, travelers.